Hello, this is Keith at Don Redwood Groves. Today we're going to try finishing up the first beam for our front entranceway. I'm shaving this down to an 8x8, 16 foot tall white oak. I'm using Wood-Mizer's 747 turbo blade. I'll show you the cut, how fast I'm cutting, and I'll show you some of the results I'm getting out of it. Stay tuned. So, we're using the turbo 747 blade, and you can see, maybe you can see it, I'm getting a little bit of a chatter to it. I've been playing with speed, lubricants. I don't know what's going on. It's not really bad if I take and put this blade, there's no light coming through it. So it's not really, I'm getting a little bit of a wobble there. Anyhow, yeah. So I don't know really what's going on here. But this is the first beam. And we got a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not quite 5, 16 foot 5/4 by 9, and I got a couple of 8 footers 5/4. But look at that wood grain, it's really nice. But man, this one here, you can really see what happened playing with it. I mean, this has got a lot of wobble to it. So the blade was walking up and down and everything on this, got lots of chatter. So I'm not really sure what's going on. If you got any advice, give me a comment on the bottom. I appreciate it. Thanks. So here we got the second white oak on for the front entranceway. This is 19 inches at the large end, and it is 14 feet 4 inches long, and we're about just over 12 inches, 11 and a half. So it's a little, got quite a bit of taper on it. I'm using my Harbor Freight motorcycle jack to hydraulically lift up to try to get the pith in line. This is a heck of a lot easier than trying to manually do this. I do try to keep the smaller end on the leading edge so that I can keep going, but based on the logs where I'm grabbing them off, this is how it is, and it's just too muddy today to be playing around here trying to drop a log, spin it around and go through, so we'll just cut it. It's not impossible, it's just this is the way we're going to do it today. So let's give this a first cut and see what we got inside. So the first cut is done. Flipped it 90 degrees. I'm getting ready to do the second cut. When I try to align the pith, this side is 4 inches higher than that side. I don't want to go that high with the jack. That puts it up, puts too much leverage, cantilevering on the beam and everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck this up, lock it down. I'm going to cut a couple inches off of here. I'll turn it 180 degrees, cut a couple more inches off on the other side, just kind of square it down a little bit so that when I do try to adjust the pith, it's a lot easier. The other was just 3/4 of an inch, no big deal, but 4 inches, that's a lot, and I just don't want to do that. So that's what we're going to do. So that worked out pretty good. I cut the top part off, flipped it around, and now the pith is actually, well, it's a little cocked up here as a bow to it, but I'm within my tolerance, what I'm looking at, so I'm just going to do a nice surface cut across this and we should be good. Sorry about that, I missed cutting that one section off, but what we're going to do now is cut some 5/4 till I get this down to an 8x8 can. Hold on while I reset this. let's try to make some lumber. So here's beam number 2, 8x8, 14 feet long, white oak. I do have a little bit of wane on the corner, actually on the other side a little bit, but we're pretty decent on it. And I also, doing some quick math here, I got about 140 board feet of 1¼ inch white oak. So cutting them down, I was able to pull off some additional lumber. So I don't know if it's the right way or wrong way. It does have some soft pulp in there, but it does still some nice and solid white oak. And I've watched other people, they just cut it off and throw it away. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong or they're doing it wrong, but it seems to me, make a couple extra cuts and get some more wood, increase the efficiency of your lumber. So this is Keith at Don Redwood Grows. If you get a chance, give me the thumbs up and please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Hope you have a great day. See you in the next video.